Well, we have to be extremely cautious before you start screaming Salva Ukraine or whatever. Because these pure Ukrainians are fighting a war of NATO. Because NATO haven't got the bollocks, nor the bottle, to send in troops, boots on the ground in Ukraine. They'll probably send them as mercenaries or other types of sheep dip forms. But sending in regular troops. And when the news starts flying in and the people see coffins of dead soldiers, I don't think the Europeans will be keen to sacrifice their existence for a lost cause. Because probably not many people coming to mind. You know, the Second World War, how horrible it was. All wars are horrible. But mind you, when they're finished with the Ukrainians drafting them, even the 65-year-olds they are pulling off from the road, throwing the van and sending them to the front. As Zelensky said once, when it was Biden still in office, when he was over there in America, one day your sons and daughters of America will fight for Ukraine in the war. I think he's not that wrong in that way, Zelensky, despite being involved in, money scandals, corruption, and all that. We've been hearing, all the weapons end up on the black market, which since from day one it happens. Probably explain why. They were getting richer and they were still losing the war. It's only ain't NATO pulling the strings, operating missile systems, intelligence, and satellite access. You think NATO will give a neo-Nazi culture, should say regime, such liberties? No, I wouldn't. Until they are useful to fight those wars, fair enough. It's a bit like a disposable knight, and when you finish it, you throw away. It's the same thing with Zelensky. When the West, they seem he had come to his expiring date, they're going to throw him in a bus or take him out. It's simple as that. And when there are no more Ukrainians, and we start hearing Europe reintroducing military service to draft civil defence, calling them reservists, that means you're going to war. And they'll be calling us Europeans for war. No thank you, it's not my fucking war. And there's already Europe suffering a recession to finance this stupid war. Suppose the Russians one day get so pissed off if the West do something stupid, a false flag event, because they want a war, the West, at all costs. These neocons, these warmongers, are what the fuck they are. Problem is, you'll be fighting their dirty wars while they'll be staying in the so-called ivory towers.